everybody, I'm Tim Hankowicz, Music Director of Orchestra Iowa. Let's get this season started. I'm super excited about our first concert of the season. It features the music of Eric Korngold, Samuel Barber, and Sergei Rachmaninoff. Now you might want to think, what do these pieces have in common? And in an interesting sort of odd way, this is an American program. Obviously, we're featuring one of the great American composers, Samuel Barber, in his piano concerto, and I'll talk about that later. But what about Eric Korngold and Rachmaninoff? They don't sound all that American to me. Well, what they have in common is that they both settled in Hollywood in the 1930s to escape Nazi Germany, and directly and indirectly had a hand in creating the Hollywood sound. If you were to ask Eric Korngold when he was a little boy what he was going to be when he grew up, he thought he was going to be the inheritor of Richard Strauss's legacy in being one of the best opera composers in the world. In Hollywood, he was able to use those compositional techniques to write all of the great Errol Flynn swashbuckler movies, like Robin Hood, Captain Blood, and The Seahawk, which is my personal favorite. In fact, he was so influential that if it weren't for him, we probably wouldn't have John Williams today. Similarly, Rachmaninoff, towards the end of his career, ended up in Hollywood as well. He lived just blocks away from Stravinsky and Schoenberg, and I'm sure had coffee with Korngold on many occasions. Now, Rachmaninoff didn't write any film music per se, but his hyper-romantic way of symphonic writing certainly influenced the Hollywood composers of the day, and in fact, when you hear Rachmaninoff's sweeping orchestral style, you too will think, well, there's a cinematic quality to his music. And so here we have Korngold and Rachmaninoff with this new romantic symphonic style for film. With the Barber Piano Concerto, you are in for a very rare treat. This piece is rarely performed for a variety of reasons. It is highly technical and difficult for the soloist, and it's also highly technical and difficult for the orchestra. I'm really excited about this piece, not only because it's the first time I've ever performed it, but the soloist himself is a personal friend of mine, who I haven't seen since 1991. Corey Hamm is a professor of music at the University of British Columbia, and he and I grew up together and studied piano together, and he is the reason that I became a conductor, because we were friendly rivals, and it would take me 5 hours of practicing just to keep up with him. And I realized, another 40 years of this, I wasn't really quite cut out for it. And I thought, why don't I try something simpler, like conducting? I can't tell you enough how emotional it's going to be able to share the stage with my buddy from way back when I still had hair. So don't miss this program. It's going to be a great party, fabulous music, and my best friend on stage. Come see us on September 13th and 14th.